super comforting concept
ஏங்க
from the eye of
என்ன
wisdom
பண்ண
channel.
போறீங்க?
And all
வெங்காயத்தை
revolves around this
கழுவுறேன்.
idea that the universe
வெங்காயத்தை
actually
யாராவது
has a
கழுவுவாங்களா?
remarkable
இப்ப
ability
நீதானே
to
காயெல்லாம்
actively
கழுவணும்னு சொன்ன.
restore our lost
நீங்க
time and missed
கொஞ்சமாவது
opportunities.
காமன் சென்ஸை
So,
யூஸ்
if you're a
பண்ணணும்.
focused learner looking for a
வெங்காயத்தை
powerful
தோல்
way
உரிச்சா
to
ஃப்ரெஷ்ஷா
reclaim your
இருக்க
time
போகுது.
and just
அதை
fundamentally
எதுக்கு
shift your
கழுவிக்கிட்டு?
mindset, well, you're in the exact right place. Let's get
அப்படி
ready.
ஒண்ணு இருக்குல்ல.
சரி கட்
Seriously,
பண்ணுங்க.
have you ever just
Okay.
felt like
time is slipping right through your fingers? It's this heavy, almost paralyzing sensation, isn't it? We've all been, you find yourself staring at the calendar,
ஏங்க
glancing over
அஸ்டாயை பார்த்து கட்
missed
பண்ணுங்க.
chances,
என்னையே
relationships
பார்த்து
that
கட்
didn't
பண்ணிட்டு
pan
இருக்கீங்க.
out.
மல்லி,
paths you didn't take?
நான் நாலு நாள்
It
லீவ்
can totally
போட்டிருக்கிறதே
feel like you're
உன்னை
just
பார்த்துக்கிட்டே
permanently
இருக்கணுங்கிறதுக்காக தான்.
But what the source
இப்போ
material
போய் நான்
suggests
தக்காளியை
here
பார்த்துக்கிட்டு
is
இருக்க முடியுமா?
incredibly profound.
மல்லி,
It argues
தக்காளியை
that
பார்த்துக்கிட்டு
amidst
இருந்தா
those seemingly lost moments, there's actually a hidden, powerful mechanism at play. Those years aren't just gone into a void, they're part of a much larger process. Let's dive into how that actually works. Okay, so this brings us to our first main idea, unlocking the universe's power, specifically looking at it as a silent force for balance. Now, what's truly fascinating about the source material is how it completely redefines this whole idea of restoration. It doesn't frame this as some simple transaction, right? You don't just fix a broken object or get some magical cosmic refund on your lost hours. Instead, it describes restoration as the universe's silent force, just constantly and tirelessly working behind the scenes. It's about bringing balance, harmony, and renewal precisely when we think all hope is totally lost. It's really a fundamental aspect of spiritual rejuvenation. It serves to remind us that even in our absolutely darkest, most stagnant moments, the cosmos is quietly orchestrating this massive chance for renewal.
So, how do we actually know this cosmic balancing act is even happening? That brings us to our next section, spotting the signs of restoration through unexpected blessings and abundance. Because, the universe usually doesn't shout at us, it whispers. The source text outlines a few very subtle everyday signals to look out for. Things like unexpected opportunities, chance encounters, and sudden moments of clarity. Think about it. Have you ever randomly bumped into an old acquaintance at a coffee shop and they just happened to have the exact piece of advice or the career connection you desperately needed right at that moment? Well, according to the philosophy we're exploring today, that wasn't just a random coincidence. These are gentle, real-life reminders. They're tangible evidence of the universe orchestrating events in your favor, just subtly guiding you back to exactly where you need to be. And it all really boils down to this one core reassurance from the universe. I haven't forgotten about you. I am here to provide. Wow, when I first read this, it really struck me. The source text notes that evidence of this restoration often comes in the form of sudden stability or even financial prosperity, right when you least expect it. Imagine struggling for months, and suddenly a new avenue opens up that completely lifts that heavy burden of scarcity right off your shoulders. This represents a massive paradigm shift. It moves us from a restrictive mindset of lack to one of absolute abundance, basically serving as a cosmic reassurance that there is absolutely enough out there for everyone to truly thrive.
Next up is Section 3, the guiding light of hope and how it actively fuels our perseverance.
Listen, here is a crucial shift in perspective that we need to make. No setback is permanent. Literally every single setback is just an opportunity for growth and renewal. The source emphasizes that hope isn't just passive, wishful thinking. You're not just crossing your fingers and waiting around. It is a highly active, totally powerful force. Hope acts as a beacon that guides us through absolute uncertainty. When we face severe adversity, it is hope that empowers us to envision a better future and pushes us to overcome what feels like insurmountable obstacles. It reassures us that no matter how deep the rut feels right now, positive change is always possible.
But, of course, to move forward into that optimistic future, we first have to deal with the weight of our history. So let's look at overcoming the burden of regret through healing and redemption.
To actually get there, you really have to draw a line in the sand between dwelling on the past and focusing on the present and future. The source points out that regret casts this incredibly heavy shadow over our lives. Dwelling on what went wrong causes paralyzing guilt, shame, and self-doubt. It basically traps your mental energy in a time machine you can't control, literally blocking you from moving forward. But the second you shift your focus to the present and the future, everything changes. By acknowledging our mistakes and actually forgiving ourselves, we completely reclaim our power to shape our destiny. We stop agonizing over what could have been, and we channel all that recovered energy into creating the exact life we actually desire. And the source provides a highly concrete, actionable roadmap for making this shift. It starts with practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, just to center yourself and observe your thoughts without judging them. From there, you consciously cultivate deep gratitude,
And yes, even for the hardest, most painful lessons, because let's face it, those are the ones that taught you the most. Finally, you set firm, clear intentions for a brighter future. By systematically applying the why to each of these actions, you naturally release the heavy grip of regret and completely open yourself up to true renewal.
And when you follow those steps, something incredible happens. The veils of confusion and doubt just begin to lift. The source uses this beautiful metaphor to describe the exact moment when our perspective completely shifts. Imagine walking through a really dense fog for years, and suddenly the air just clears. As these veils lift, our clarity of thought drastically improves. We become far more attuned to our inner wisdom and our gut feelings. This allows us to stop just reacting defensively to whatever life throws at us and instead make incredibly proactive decisions that are totally aligned with our highest good. Which leads us directly into our next section, finding alignment and peace. This is all about achieving inner serenity, even amidst the total chaos of daily life.
This builds into a really profound, holistic healing process. It naturally starts with emotional healing, doing the genuinely hard work of releasing those past traumas and inner conflicts. But here's something truly surprising from the source text. Studies actually show that releasing emotional distress directly alleviates physical symptoms. I mean, think about how much tension you hold in your shoulders when you're stressed out, or how anxiety just drains your energy. By healing emotionally, you can actually alleviate chronic pain, fatigue, and physical illness. It physically restores your vitality. And finally, this whole process leads to spiritual healing, which deepens our connection to the larger mysteries of existence.
And all of this stems from one grand realization. We are not separate from the universe, but rather integral parts of its vast tapestry. When we truly internalize this and align our daily actions with this greater cosmic order, the source explains that we achieve a profound sense of inner peace. And here's the absolute best part. This inner serenity doesn't depend on what is happening externally. The stock market could be crashing, your plans could be completely falling apart, but you maintain a wholeness that comes from simply surrendering to the natural flow of life and recognizing your very secure place within the grand scheme of things.
All right, now for the final and arguably most exciting phase of the explainer, embracing your new beginning by stepping boldly into the unknown.
To help us reinvent ourselves and explore new passions without the constraints of fear or doubt, the universe actually provides a roadmap through 3 specific channels: intuition, synchronicity, and serendipity. According to the source material, these aren't just mystical buzzwords, they're the gentle nudges guiding you forward. Intuition is that undeniable gut feeling telling you to just take a chance. Synchronicity is when a perfectly timed email arrives right as you were thinking about a career change. Serendipity is stumbling into incredible luck while you were simply living authentically. They are the signs encouraging you to finally take that leap, knowing you are fully supported.
But we do have to keep this crucial caveat in mind. Restoration is not a final destination. It's a continuous process of evolution and growth. Be clear that taking this path requires ongoing courage and resilience. This is definitely not a one-and-done overnight fix. You have to consistently choose to shift your perspective from a mindset of scarcity to one of absolute abundance and gratitude every single morning. It's an active, daily journey of self-discovery and maintenance. Which leaves us with this final, incredibly provocative thought. The universe is ready to restore your time. But are you ready to embrace the journey? I really want you to let that sink in. The source material challenges us to leave our regret completely behind and confidently step into a renewed purpose. Your past does not have to dictate your future, and the opportunities you thought you missed, they're simply waiting right there on the horizon in a brand new form. So thank you so much for joining me on The Explainer today. Take this